Welcome aboard, you guys. Good to see you. Hit the wrong button. I'll fix that. Here we go. Brighten my screen a little bit. Oh boy. I'm wiped. Finals, school, homework, life. I need a Sunday. I need restorative yoga with my Bay Area besties. Good to see you guys. Nice turnout. And of course, we just flipped the switch to go on the YouTube channel. And I think it's really growing a bunch of people who are sore and tired and beaten up who just want to do the kind of yoga that makes you kind of heal and restore a little bit. Anyway, where I live, we have a sweat lodge in the backyard. Do you have a sweat lodge in your backyard? Anyway, I could go out there and do a sweat lodge right now, but that's the last thing in the world that I'm going to do. I want to do restorative yoga with my friends. I'm getting out my props. We've got nothing against sweat lodges by any stretch of the imagination. By the way, I'm on my 4-inch trifold mattress. I've given all my friends in the Bay Area one of these. A, because I love them. B, I want them to heal and feel better. And C, I bought 25 of them and I had no place to store them and I couldn't bring them to my class. So 3 good reasons to just give them away to my best friends. If you're, we have 1,300 subscribers now. People watch from all over the world. If you're in Latvia or Zambia or New Guinea, I just go into your bedroom, get the pets off the bed, move your mate off, and just do yoga in bed with us. By the way, I do drink a little bit of coffee. Yesterday I taught a yoga class. I practiced on the drums for 3 hours for my finals coming up, and I hit about 200 golf balls, and I'm exhausted. Am I complaining? Yeah, I am complaining a little bit. Anyway, let's do some yoga. If you're brand new, we're gonna just move a little bit, get the joints kind of lubed up a little, and then we'll do restorative yin yoga. If you really want to do planks and push-ups and that kind of stuff, then there's probably 20 million other 20-year-olds wearing leotards with hair and makeup perfect that you can join in right now. But if you want to feel better, you're older than 47, other way with your shoulders, this is the place to be. This is yoga for everybody else. 6, 7. By the way, if you're brand new and the algorithm dropped you off, we're simulcasting from Concord, California. That's C-O-N-C-O-R-D, not C-O-N-Q-U-R-E-D. Concord, like the town in New Hampshire, but in California, just outside the Bay Area. I'm 69 years old and I love crowing that I'm 69. I think it's a great age to be. But I've been doing yoga for like 50 years and a lot of people say I don't look a day over 68. So if you do your yoga, you're going to feel better, stronger, and healthier. Not just physically, it's going to calm you down and bring you some emotional sobriety and serenity. If you're a perfect person, then thanks for joining. Anyway, backing up a little. This cushion makes this restorative yoga feel so good. This thing literally sucks. It absorbs the pain and the anguish out of your body. So it's a good thing. Head, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. This kind of yoga is called Viyama. It means joint juice. It means just getting your joints open and loose and lively rather than arthritis and rheumatism, all those accretions of energy that happen to the body when we don't circulate. 7. Good. Now relax your head down for 20 seconds and join me in stopping thinking. Very good. All right, now, I understand if you're brand new, crispy in Cleveland, or desperate in Dallas, your knees are up and you can't even get your hands down in front. But if you can, lean down into your paws like that. And if you can't, thumbs to the outside, lean back into your forearms like that. So I'm going to get you from one angle or the other because that's my job, is to give everybody the option. I can't do them all, but I have a very talented tongue and I can say lots and lots of options. That's my thing. So just leaning into my paws, closing my eyes. We take our time in these poses. If you want to rush and go really fast, just start scrolling through YouTube. Look at like 300 TikToks in a row and lose your mind, or you can stick with us here and calm down a little bit. Stop thinking. Hey, good. Come out of that. 1. Now, if you're brand new and you just like, what the hell is this guy doing in his living room? Just start moving with this. Trust me. I'm a established Bay Area yoga teacher, and I've been helping people feel better in their body. And just join in, suspend disbelief, just start moving and breathing and letting go. My life is totally backed up with finals in school and advertising and marketing, and I got a big pile of clothes that need to be washed today. I'm wearing a t-shirt that I had in the 7th grade. I'm completely out of clothing. So forgive my appearance. Don't judge appearances. Judge the truth. Up and down with your hands. Generally, most people don't tune in to look at me. They tune in to kind of engage in the process. Cup your hands at your heart, drop your chin, close your eyes. We are calm, peaceful souls. Bit by bit, not all at once, breath by breath. Every breath you take, every cake you bake. Okay, now I need to get my wrist to go like this because I need 40 more hours of drum practice for school finals this week. So I'm going to go like this and like this. Now I'm going all the way like this, handcuffs, getting ready for tonight. Then I'm going to put my back of my wrists in my armpits. Now, I understand if you're brand new, you can't do this. You're watching going, this was pretty interesting, but now I can't do it. Then you're just here. You're stretching your wrists like this. If all you can do is lean into your hands, that's great. But if our wrists don't open up, in technical terms, we're extra super screwed. So we got to get some release. Bring your feet together if you can, elbows inside your knees, and I'm very gently going to squeeze my elbows together. Drop your chin and feel your own feelings. If you're mostly feeling other people's feelings and reactions, this will heal us from that disorder. All right, come out of that. Whew. Now, I've told all my students for 25 years now to get some damn yoga blocks. And if you don't have them, then go on Amazon right now and you can have yoga blocks delivered by 5 p.m. today on Prime. So anyway, I stack up a couple of yoga blocks and see seated forward fold. We see yogis all the time. They go into full lotus and they come all the way down, and people see that and they go, well, I can't do that stuff. I quit. So instead, we do restorative yin yoga. You put a couple of blocks, you barely come forward. If your head doesn't come all the way down, make it bigger. Relax your head, close your eyes, and do your yoga. Somebody's always going to be more flexible and have more money and a prettier car, and just let go of that crap. Be happy with what you got and relax. I struggle with that stuff too. The bigger car, bigger house, bigger pool, more helicopters, supermodels, just all that crap. It's like the struggle for admiration and achievement is been dogging humans forever. So we practice contentment. Be happy with what you got. It's a gift. More is not going to make it better. I could do this for 3-4 hours probably. Now I've opened up a little bit, going to turn it down one size. Going to roll my forehead left and right. Good, hold still. Good friends around the world, come on up. We are all around the world. It's amazing the people from all the continents except for Antarctica are watching. Good, now here's a move that will help a lot of you stiffies out there that sit in a chair and you feel like you want to feel better in your body. Just lean back on your hands and lift up your booty. Stretch your front. Everybody's always stretching the back and blah, 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 but nobody stretches the front, so it gets all crunchy. Good, and come on down. Okay, now if you have a beverage nearby, have a sip. Stay hydrated. Very good. Now, see all these props I got? This is a bolster. This comes from my yoga studio. I had a giant marquee yoga studio a long time ago. Billions of people came to it. It was super fun. And it closed down, but I stole all the props and brought them home with me. So we're going to use some of these now. We are going to do cats and cows. Catting and cowing is it's hardwired into our body and nervous system. It propagates the race. It moves the body and spine and energy. But even if you're brand new and you're crunchy, you just move a little bit, and bit by bit, like a glacier melting, your body will start to come back to life again. It's not easy at the start, but you got to start somewhere. Now, for this next pose, do I need a bolster? No, but I'm concerned about my friends around the world who are sore and stiff. So I put my big bolster or my two blankets or the big cushion off the back of the couch or a couple pillows from my bed, and I put it in front of me. I widen my knees, and my ankles, knees, and hips are tight. I'm pretending. So instead of coming all the way down, I lay on my bolster, kind of from crotch to face. And that way, my knees and ankles don't take too much weight. All my Bay Area friends are very flexible. Their knees are wide, their feet are together, their butts all the way down, and they're laying on their left or right ear. But now this is like a classical restorative pose, about 2 minutes on each ear. This should feel pretty good, or spectacularly good. You can fall asleep in these poses. That's the degree to which you can let go. In this pose, still my hips are higher than my head, so the ankles, knees, and hips, they open and the booty just continuously drops. Good. Now I'm going to Van Gogh over to the other ear. Let the blue cushion suck the pain and the stiffness out of your body. Okay, my friends. Now I'm just going to elevate up out of that. And I'm teaching to the sore and tired and huddled masses around the world. And I understand if you can't kneel, because, if you're a little kid, you can kneel on concrete. But my knees are wide. I'm sitting on my heels, and uh, I mostly market to people that are older than 47 years old. So this cushion really helps. Now, if you take this like a giant Pez dispenser or put a big couple of blankets underneath your booty, it makes kneeling much more accessible. Now, kneeling is an essential human range of motion and posture, and we're designed to be able to kneel our whole life. But if you've gotten to the point where through distraction and a bad habit that you can't do this, then you can prop your butt up Now, I just watched Urban Cowboy because I played the song at school. So this is kind of like Deborah Winger riding the mechanical cowboy and John Travolta watching with stars in his eyes as he fell in love with her. But you can kind of rock your hips back and forth. Forgive that imagery, but Urban Cowboy was a great movie. I especially liked Scott Glenn as the sexy bank robber. Good. Now, I'm going to put my hands on my bolster. This is a crucial movement if you're going to Deborah Winger. You got to lift your hips up off of the mechanical bull. Lift up. By the way, I say things that most yoga teachers don't say, so if I've offended you, please like and subscribe. Good, and come on down. All right. Everybody's offended nowadays. Okay, so this is actually a yoga pose, but I don't want everybody to leave, so at least we got some kneeling in. This is really important. Now I'm going to slide my Pez dispenser out. Now I golf with other guys that are 69 years old and they can't kneel anymore, but so if you want to stay young and frisky and lively, then do this kind of stuff. Cat and cow. Yesterday I was very depressed at the end of the day after all the hard work, and Saturdays are my depression days, so I ate 5 Haagen-Dazs bars, but I've done worse. So today I'm gonna try to get back on the straight and narrow. Sometimes you gotta find your comfort to some degree. Now, I'm gonna crawl forward. Here's the most important sequence that I've ever developed in my whole life. My knees and my feet are hip distance apart. I fold my toes under, and I want to be able to squat my whole life. This is the most important of all yoga poses. It's the first pose you ever did. It's fetal position. You did it for 9 months. I did it for 7 months. I had to get out. Too much blood alcohol content. So just stretching my ankles. Now, I understand if you're new and you had hope and now you've lost hope because you can't squat. Lie on your back, pull your knees into your chest with a pillow underneath your head. 2/3 of the people can squat when they eat or eliminate or play chess or procreate. Squatting is the thing. If you don't need your hands to support, now it's called Malasana, elbows inside my knees. My booty drops, my lower back stretches. Now here's why I use the cushion. If I were to drop on my butt, if I was just doing on the floor, I'd get a little bit of a bruise on my tailbone. So I like the cushion because then I can just sit with immunity and impunity and stretch my legs out. That's a great movement. If you're 30, that's nothing. If you're 70, that's something. Now I'm not 70, I'm 69. 69 is the new 70. Stretch up really tall. Extend your legs out. If you got horrible posture, you're like this. Otherwise, you're stretching up really tall. Now here's the great counter pose. Hands down. Up, I get to see one of my students' cats, I think. Pull your feet in and lift up your butt. All my Bay Area friends watch the class with their pets. This is the pose that keeps you young. Good, come on down. Now here's the other side of this sequence that's really good for you. You bring your feet in. Maybe you can lift your butt up a little. If you can't, just try. Now, I kind of go over my feet. See this movement? This, if you're 18, you do this voluntarily, probably recreationally, this kind of movement, right? But if you're over 47, you got to kind of keep this alive, and then you go over your toes. You can hear me struggling a little bit because I have kind of crunchy toe syndrome, CTS. And then I go over my toes. It hurts really bad. And then I sit on my foldy under toes. Do I like it? No. But sometimes you have to do stuff you don't like. If you can't do it, just turn your feet over. If you can't do that, just like and take a moment, like and subscribe. Why do I have a guitar in the background? Like and subscribe, you'll find out. Now I'm going to turn my feet over. Now I'm better at kneeling. Kneeling's great. I can rock left and right. It opens up my ankles, knees, and hip. If you can't do this, keep coming back. This stuff takes 2 weeks. Now, I can get back on my hands. I'm going to put a rocket booster underneath my butt, and I'm going to lift up my hippies. And that's going to stretch stuff that most people older than 47 never stretch. This is why my Bay Area classes are brimming and bursting and overflowing with eager new friends who are older than 47. Good, and come on down. Excellent. Don't you feel better after doing that? I sure do. Makes me wag my tail. Good. Finish with some cats and cows. Good. Now, I'm going to lay down on my front parts. This is called laying prostrate. Be very careful, you yoga teacher trainers. Teach your students to say it right, or your new teachers. We're not laying prostate, we're laying prostrate. Now, here's a good move for over 47. Right arm, right leg out. Can't grab your foot because you got really tight and you forgot to move your body. So you grab a yoga strap, a blanket, or a towel and wrap it around your foot. Or you grab your foot. Then after grabbing my foot, I push my foot back and it lifts my chest up. Am I saying I have some exceptional range of motion? Not with this. I do have other remarkable gifts, but this is just standard operating procedure. Now we're yinning it a bit. We're just spending some time letting the hip flexor quadricep begin to release and open up. And because you're doing it on a soft surface, you can take some time, you can yin, you can breathe into it. See, as I push my foot back, my arm straightens and my chest lifts. This keeps your heart open, keeps your breath lively, stretches your shoulder girdle. Good, now I release that side. Then this one comes up, this same arm goes out. If you can't grab it, you found your tribe, because we're going to love on you until you can do this. And then one day you're going to grab your foot and you're going to cheer. Having grabbed my foot, I can push as that goes back, chest comes up. As this comes forward, chest comes down. I want to push the foot back, stretch my chest. I'm using my right elbow for leverage. I'm not forcing it. Slow and steady wins the game. So good for my shoulders that played the drums for 3 hours and hit 200 golf balls yesterday. Lifted 5 ice cream bars, stuffed them in my face. I needed some comfort, kids. Good, now I'm going to release that. Excellent. Now, having done everything we've done, I'm going to press up. And we're going to do the super best restorative yin sequence of all time. I invented this whole sequence. No one else has ever thought of this because no one else has had to struggle with this like I have. I don't do yoga because I'm an amazingly flexible, astonishing specimen of humanity. Well, kind of. But I'm angling a bolster. See that? Or big pillow, couch, cushion, just something you can lean back on. If you're super flexible, you don't care about this. You can already do this. But I'm here for yoga for everybody else. Then I put that there like that. Why am I doing that? Well, I'm going to, no, that's not the angle. I'm going to come from this angle. Now, I'm smooching my body back into this. Now, my legs are crossed. Conceivably, if I was really tight in Tennessee or desperate in Dallas, I could just lean back and chillax like this with my legs crossed. But I want to go deeper. It is my desire to go deeper. So I'm going to fold my right shin under and get a whole nother angle on this. Right knee folded, right shin under. My left knee is still out to the side as if my legs were crossed. This is an order of magnitude different in what it does for opening up the body for yogis that need help. So if you're very tight, you can't even lean back to here. So you're just going to lean over to the side. My Bay Area bendies can probably lay all the way flat. This is tight for me because I'm just a big lug of I'm 6'2", 190 pounds of hunka fleshy guy. And so I lean back on this. Now, if I tried this pose not on the cushion without some props, I would not be able to relax into this and spend 2-3 minutes on this side. So I hope this makes sense and you've built some sort of approximation of this movement. This opens up the ankle, creases the knee, releases the quad, softens the atrophied hip flexors, opens up the abdominal wall, releases the shoulder girdle, relaxes the mind, pacifies the heart, and swells your bank account. Now, if you're quite bendy, you bring your arms back over your head, stretch your left leg out, and your body will release more into this posture. Okay, I'm going to be quiet for 2 minutes. I do recommend you breathe from your belly button, diaphragmatic breathing, as opposed to breathing from your chest or your head. Move the breath deeper into your body. It will reconfigure your nervous system. Now, if you're over 50 and you can approximate or get in this pose, you are so far ahead of the game of most human beings on the planet who this is gone. They're not going to be able to do this anymore. But you can do it because you're sustaining, maintaining, and then evolving it. Now, I don't mean to brag or anything, but I look like a 47-year-old person doing this, leaning back, knee folded under. It's not me, it's the power of yoga, it's the power of spirit, universe, God, love, source. Let's be clear about that. Okay, kitty cats, now I'm going to bring myself back up. Now, here's the key of the counter pose. If you can do it, I put my hands behind me, and this is a $10 pose. I want you to extra thrust your pelvis way up. I want you to animate your undercarriage, lift your keister way up. Good, and sink down. Now, this is just a little optional thing if you can do it. I'm lifting my hands, which you may not be able to do because you're so thrown to the left. But if you can take your upper body and turn it to the right against your ankle, knee, and hip, super extra thumbs up. Then I can just reach down and grab my cargo shorts and have a nice little twist to the right. See, I'm here to teach yoga to everybody else. If you're a ballerina, circus performer, just like and subscribe. Good. Now, I drag my leg out after, if you're older than 47, it leaves a little bit of a dent, doesn't it? So we get the dent out. Some poses leave an impression, some poses leave a dent. Stretch up. Oh, I see one of my Bay Area cats. Cutest cat in the world. Except for mine, of course. Now sit up tall. Good, now release. Okay, now we're going to do it on the other side. And again, say you're horribly atrophied in Atlanta, you can just cross your legs the other way and lean back on something. Your hips will begin to release and open, and it won't be abject torture. But I'm going to fold my left shin under. My right knee is out to the side. I have this big edifice that I've built behind me. It's the eighth wonder of the world. I'm one of the few people that can name the seven wonders of the world. All right, then I'm going to lean back, and I'm very tight. I'm going to take my time, sinking back, sinking back. Oof. I'll tell you, this sequence really gets me, so I make sure to work on it because being healthy in my body is a gigantic goal and objective intention of mine. I even put a bolster behind my head so that I could find my breath. Now, I am twisted over to the right a little bit. I'm not perfect. I'm not a role model. I'm a helper, guide, teacher. If you can stretch out your right leg, if you can lay all the way back without anything underneath you, I celebrate you. For most of us humans over 47, this space from the left shoulder chest down to the left knee is just tight as a boiled owl. It's just hard as a rock. It's basically porcelain and granite. And we want this to open up because there's a lot of fun that's in here that if we relax it and pick its locks, it'll start to release feel good inside of our body again. Yoga breaks up old patterns of the mind and body, and patterns are fine, but not when they get old and stinky and stiff and crunchy. I can extend my right leg out a little. Yeah, it's not a perfect pose. Sure is better than just doing nothing and eating ice cream bars all night long. Okay, really big inhale around the world. Exhale, relax them bones. Everything's always working out for us. Good. Now, I'm going to bring myself back up. And if you can, I get my hands on this bolster, and what that does, it gives me this Elvis Ocean movement in the booty, and I thrust up. I really lift. Chest up, head back. Really good for 47 plus. And come on down. I should probably choose a different number than 47, shouldn't I? Sorry about that. Good, now drag the leg out, 48 plus. 48 will be better. Stretch your legs out. Jiggle them a couple of times. Good job, you guys. Now, I would like to talk to you for a moment. I've been talking a lot, so I'm going to wet my whistle. One of my favorite restorative poses when I'm not choking is on the back twist. I think it delivers more healing and more serenity and more emotional sobriety than any other pose. So I'm going to describe a lot of ways to twist on our back. I sure hope you're using this blue cushion, and I sure hope you'll give yourself permission to do about 3 minutes on each side. But I do insist that you put a blanket, a pillow, a bolster underneath your neck. And this is where my neck is going to go. I'm a firm believer that you really can't twist very well if your neck is unhappy. I'll explain in a moment. Step 1, lie on your back. Now, you're tight in Tennessee, you're crispy in Cleveland. You're so damn tight, you can't even believe it. You make sure your neck is lifted up. You move to the right side. You can barely bring your knees in, and they barely fall over here. And your right shoulder, you're kind of in a torturous fetal position, and you relax your chest open to the right while your knees are over to the left. Good job. Now, you're a little bendier. Your knees come in a little further. You hug them in a little bit. You squeeze your knees together. You take your knees around in a circle to open up your spine. We're making for a deeper restorative twist. Now, with your knees in, your knees come down over to the left. Now, I'm a little bendier than that. I bring my right knee over my left. I try to cross my ankles. I can't. And then I bring them in. This is my favorite. I bring my knees down over to my left, support my neck. I don't see without the blanket, look at my head. Crack, spine sticking out, compound fracture of T5 and 6. No. Head supported. Then pin knees down, open torso to right, enjoy blanket, go into cosmic bliss. Now, if there's one thing I hate, it's being rushed in this pose. So we're going to do it about 2.5, 3 minutes on this side. I've got a new bumper sticker on my car for people that tailgate me. It says, "I'm not in your hurry." Now just breathe into this. Especially the exhalation. One of my Bay Area doctor friends just texted me a very funny line about my ice cream bars. Yeah, they're gluten-free. They're gluten and they were free. Oh boy, my spine just went crack, crack, crack. Now, I don't know how much ecstasy and joy and bliss and euphoria you're currently getting in your body. I hope you're getting a lot of that. I think that's a wonderful thing. But whatever it is, without vision, the people perish. So we got to find ways to intelligently, prudently, cooperatively find the feel good inside of our body. Yoga is a really good way to do it. Now, you newcomers, people watching this for the first couple of times, doesn't it feel good to like open your body and do some poses with other friends around the world, calm your mind, stop thinking so much, kind of get into the flow of life? Took me a long time to realize that life is designed to be harmonious, loving, and cooperative. I'm a tough nut to crack. Stay in the pose, big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Good, that feels about right. So I'm going to inhale my knees back up. Up they go. If you crossed your knees, do uncross them. Now I'm going to slip and slide over to the left. Those were fun toys for kids. Remember slip and slides? Put a little thin piece of plastic over gravel and then pin it down with little metal spikes and then slide over the top. Now, I'm going to bring my knees in a little bit because I'm tied in Tennessee and they barely fall over to the right. My left shoulder lifts. My head is super extra lifted and I let my body open up over 2 or 3 minutes and I relax into this. My knees come in further, a little further. I grab them and I take them around in a circle. Open up my acetabulums. Good. Now, I'm currently bendy enough to cross my left thigh over my right. Then I bring my knees in. And you know what? I can almost get my left foot under. Almost. Then I pull them in. And then I totes rotate them all the way down to the right. My neck is super supported. My left shoulder lifted. I'm not in any gigantic hurry to open up my torso. So I'm going to give some time. I can bring my left hand down. Oh, crack, crack, crack. This is as much fun as you can have in your body without engaging in some sort of something illegal or immoral or inappropriate. This is good for you. Twisting squeezes the ick out of your body, old thoughts, old impressions, memories. We humans spend too much time rummaging around in memories and sentiment in the past rather than enjoying the now. By the way, if you're new to this and you hear or you feel this giant ka-chunk or click, click, click in your back, that's actually supposed to happen, believe it or not. You may have forgotten that your spinal bones, your vertebrae, actually are designed to release like that. That's a really good thing. Aren't you glad you found a tribe who are going to support you if you're older than 48, to release and open your body and feel good again. Could I probably released an extra 10 to 15 degrees of bodily rotation? This is why at the spry age of 69, I can still hit a golf ball 290 yards. Good big inhale. Exhale, release. Good. Now I'm going to bring my knees back up. Yes, I am. And now for the whipped cream and cherry, the pièce de résistance, the grand conclusion, Shavasana, corpse pose, on your back. Please, as many blankets and as bolsters as you have. Cover yourself with a blanket if you want. Put a washcloth and some chloroform and lay it over your eyes. And I am going to take 5 minutes with my besties and float off into the astral ecstasy with you. This is the culmination of everything we've done. Time to leave our bodies, float downstream, heal a lot. You can fall asleep if you want. That's nothing wrong with that. I'll wake you up. Okay, my friends, stay relaxed in the pose. There's that guy's voice from away far off down the street or across the ocean. Take your time. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Breathe back toward your body. This is when we can absorb lots of healing, love, inspiration, insight, comfort, soothing, guidance, remembrance, inspiration. Now, as we're kind of back in our body and kind of not, I really, really recommend wiggling your fingers and toes and circulating the best feels you can imagine, visualize, feel the height of blissful well-being in your body. Circulate that around. Good. Then when you're ready, curl over on your side for half a minute. And then this is what I tell my Bay Area friends: love all over yourself. Good. Now, keep your eyes closed when we sit back up together, all billion of us watching around the world. About a billion of us watching. Good. We sit back up. We find that we can sit more easily. Our body feels better. It feels more like a custom tailored suit. We bring hands into the heart. We bow our head, representing humility and deference and observance of the power greater than ourselves that connects all of us. And all the way around the world, we say, Namaste. Now, as always, I've got a little sequence at the end. First, I bid adieu and arrivederci and a wiedersehen and adios to my friends all the way around the world. Thank you for liking and subscribing. We really appreciate it. Leave a comment. It really helps. It tickles the algorithm. And if there's one thing I love, it is when my algorithm gets tickled, because it grows the vibe of yoga spreading around the world for those of us that can really use it. So thank you. I hope you feel better. And I've got to go throw away the other 11 Haagen-Dazs bars. I went to Costco. I got the 16 pack. So now I get to throw them all away, all the rest of them. But when you're an addict, at least it's not what I used to do. So bye, YouTubers. Now some Bay Area friends might want to say hello.